Hey, what's up, turtles? It's Kirk here with Black Owl Outdoors. Stoney and I are on vacation right now, and we wanted to start shooting videos to sort of bring you along and share our experiences of what we're doing and what we're going to be doing on this trip of ours. This is day 3 at Lyman Run State Park, which is in northern Pennsylvania, in the Pennsylvania wilds. As this whole group, I think it's almost 11, 12, 13 counties, public land spans, affectionately called the PA Wilds, which is all this big clump of green, which I'm sort of circling right here, and we're up here. Where's Lyman Run? We're up here, and this is the New York border, and we're literally, maybe as the crow flies, 20 miles from the New York state border. So this is really very remote country up here. There's hardly any populations. There's not a lot of towns. The towns that are up here are small. This is where a lot of natural gas drilling and extraction and all that's happening right now in Pennsylvania. Maybe you've seen it in the news, all that's happening all around us up here. But that's part of why we wanted to come up here, is just to explore and see this area of Pennsylvania that gets a lot of attention in one way, but I've never personally spent a lot of time up here and experienced for myself. But like I said, we're at Lyman Run State Park. This is day 3 in camp, 2 nights. You've seen where we are on the map. We just finished cooking breakfast maybe an hour ago. I'll shoot a video. I'm just going to show you what's on the table. Kind of got camp sort of messy right now. But cooked bacon and eggs, cast iron. Cast iron is a great piece of gear to have. Dutch ovens, pots, pans, all that stuff for cooking on open flame. A cast iron is the way to go. This was actually an anniversary present of my parents, their wedding anniversary. My mother had no longer use for it. She gave it to me, and I use it, use it in my camp, use it if I have a gas stove in a place I'm living. But cast iron is freaking awesome to cook with on an open flame. Have some just plates, dirty plate here we need to clean up, a Tupperware I like to use, a crushable container. This can double as a plate, this can be used as a bowl. Nice piece of gear to have. I'm using some of this for water, filling up these with extra water container. Just some literature we got at the park mat, or the park offices, just some extra literature. We're really close to Cherry Springs too. I don't know if it's picking it up or not, but Cherry Springs State Park, which is a dark sky park. For the East Coast standards go, it's very dark. Anyone who've been on the West Coast have been sort of high desert with really thin, not a lot of humid atmosphere, understands what the stars really mean. But for the East Coast, there's a lot of humidity, and stargazing, it's not as just easy to walk out on a clear night, on a moonless night, to see the Milky Way tearing across the sky like I've seen so many times in Northern California and Arizona. But nonetheless, we're close to that, so it's a really cool spot. It gets really dark here. I have my my stove right here. This is my Soto micro regulator stove. First thing I like to do when I'm waking up in any sort of camp, whether we're in a campground now or I'm backpacking, is to wake up and get water going, get warm water going. This goes really quick as opposed to getting on a fire, starting a fire, getting a fire going, which we do. I mean, we like to cook with. But this just gets me hot water in literally minutes. So I like that. I got an MSR cook pot. I use this for water, really small. Stoney and I will cook supper in this too, or lunch. But right now I'm just using it to get water going for us. Probably gonna make a hemlock tea or a tisane later. Has a lot of vitamin C, or I can use a vitamin C packet that I like to bring when I'm camping. You can see behind me the double nest. Our sleep setup in this camp, we both have been using our hammocks. And it's really important to have a bug net. If you're not going to be using a tent, if we're out here, it's really humid. I think the lows may be around 70 degrees at night, still with humidity. And so it's really nice to have a bug net so you're not getting bit all night, or if you want to get some rest from the bugs during the day, you can crawl in here. Like I said, for 2 nights, haven't got bitten through the bug net. Works really well. Not a footprint on the ground. You can see like the hammock's hanging off the ground, not a tent footprint. Here we have the fires back here. We have it going right now. Yeah, it's hot out. Projected high is, in the mid to upper 90s. Like I said, this is a vacation for us. We chose to stay in campground right now and not sort of rough it in the backcountry because there's a heat wave. It's really humid, and we came up here to relax, recharge the batteries, which nature does all the time. but we wanted to make it a little bit easier on ourselves by coming up here and, like, yeah, we could have foraged for wood, but this wood we have here, bought two of the big bundles. I think that was $5 for both of them, just from a local person down the road was selling it in the driveway. Little, honor system. Take what you want, leave the money. Really hard wood, great for burning. Burns really clean. Not putting off a lot of smoke. This fire could use some attention, smoking a little bit, but this hardwood burns long. Not a lot of smoke. Really great. We'll do a video probably on cooking on it with the cast iron I showed. I think that's basically our camp. We're in a campground. There are facilities. I think there's maybe 20 some sites at least in this campground. You can see how beautiful this spot is. We are specifically, and in the past 3 days we've been here, there's only one other couple in here, so it's been completely quiet. There's no one else here. Sort of have this place to ourselves, and that's just kind of the theme of this part of Pennsylvania. Is there's not a lot of people up here living, and let alone visiting. And you can see the cooler over there. We have our eggs and bacon and cheese, stuff like that in there. But that's basically the ins and outs of the camp. It's been really comfortable so far. The hammocks have been working great sleeping in. I definitely have a sore back, but sleeping in my hammock, I wake up with no back pain at all. Love the hammocks. I'll just get in real quick, show you the bug net. And it's really comfortable, and you might think it might be a little claustrophobic in here because the bug net's not guyed out, the hammock's not guyed out like some systems do. But once you get in here, you get used to it, and it's not an issue. It's not an issue at all. It's not an issue. You can get comfortable really quick, and it's very effective with keeping bugs. I have yet to get bit through the net, just because you can see my legs kind of pushing through and touching the net. I have not gotten bit in this the past 2-3 days. We've been sleeping in this, and it's really comfortable. It's really comfortable. That's basically the ins and outs of camp, where we've been. Like I said, we're gonna get everything cleaned up, button up camp, and we're gonna head out of here and explore the area.